Oh, look who's
All
here.
right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hello to everyone and welcome to the brand new 2025 edition of the Post Show, January 1st, 2025. How are we doing, my friends?
Hey, I'm doing great. First post show for 2025.
Un momento, por favor.
ABJ is guesting with us today and taking care of business beforehand. How are you, my friend, ABJ?
I'm better now.
You are dying. Thank you for dying on stream.
I have glaucoma. I got glaucoma.
We have a few in the chat. We have A, we have C. Henry, and as usual, we have our Twitch guardian, Alex, in the chat as well.
Twitch father.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. What's been going on, guys?
I'll let you guys go first. I'm just here as a guest tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. You know,
How did you welcome in 2025?
The same way I just started the show. A lot of that. A few of these, a few gins and juices, and some Fortnite and a Discord hangout session. That's how I brought in the new year.
Yeah.
No dicks out this time?
No wean out this year, you know.
All good. Nah, mine was pretty quiet. There was fireworks around the area, but I just spent most of it relaxing, watching TV, chilling out.
Yeah, stayed home and chilled during New Year's and watched some football and hear the fireworks.
You didn't watch the Beyonce Bowl, did you?
No.
No?
What the hell's the
Good.
Beyonce ball?
It was a Christmas bloody football thing.
Oh, the Beyonce NFL Christmas on Netflix. She performed.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, she performed the halftime show.
Some bullshit that was on Netflix. I don't know. There's some.
This household, we're a Taylor Swift household. We
apparently Netflix are trying to get into sport.
Yeah, sports and sports entertainment is our new venture.
Yeah.
They started off with fake boxing, now they're going to try pro wrestling. You know.
Yeah. Yep. And they of course they went for the fakest of them all. So
boxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least wrestling learned how to make it look somewhat believable.
That is true. Tonight we are here, technically episode 2 in our series of Fight for the Fallen, because we previously did a 5-year review on Fight for the Fallen.
I'll be right back. I just remembered I have my medicine out. Lily's bringing the kids over. I got to put this away. Give me 1 second.
No worries. So the last time we were on live, Stephen, we did the Fight for the Fallen episode 2. Because the first one was a preview, but this one is the first Fight for the Fallen to start the year from Asheville, North Carolina. Thoughts, feelings of the card just going into the night?
Great card, great crowd. I know me and Anthony probably agree about the main event, which probably go bitch about later on about the bad camera angle. At the main event,
which
we'll get there.
Section?
We'll get to that, but
we don't bury the lead. We got a lot of show.
Yeah.
So we start off the show with a Mox video package from after World's End, basically saying he doesn't care about anyone. He doesn't believe that anyone's worthy of the world title, and that he'll melt the world title down.
He'll melt it down.
Yeah.
Do you think that means, do you think if he legit melts it down and gets rid of it and gets like a new one, do you think that this is a rebranding or getting a new world title going into 2025?
I think so. We've had this belt for 5-6 years now.
I mean, the only difference between this belt, there has been a few different versions of this belt. Very minor changes. And then the biggest change we recently got was the side plate additions, where the side plates actually, I give me 1 second.
you realize I could have to the one behind
Do this. Oh yeah.
me. He wants to be difficult.
So the old school one just said AEW on the sides, and now the newer one, there's a circle there now, and it's your nameplate.
Yeah, with the side plate. That started with Joe, I think.
Yes, Joe was the first, and then Joe, after Joe got it back from MJF and took the Burberry strap off, then it got the side plates.
Yeah. I think if we are going to get a new belt, it is a good time to get a new belt. I mean, after what 6 years of 5-6 years of the same belt, it's a good time frame to develop a new style for a belt, and give us something fresh to look at, and people something fresh to spend their money on once they start selling the replicas again.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't think go like stupid with the design and completely destroy the heritage of your design, but I do think you could do with an update. Hi, Lily.
No, it's the girls. They just got here.
Well,
hi, girls.
They all said hi. You can talk. I'm just giving you a heads up that I'm okay. Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. After that, we get a promo from Rated FTR backstage. What did you think of this?
Adam Copeland still, to me, doesn't. I mean, I love having him here, right? He's great. He's great addition. He's great there, but it still feels like when I see him on TV, like he has the WWE essence about him, and I don't think he has found that AEW mold yet. Like he like I don't know. He just doesn't feel like he fits into the universe yet. It's almost like when you're playing with your toys and the one toy just a little bigger than the other ones, or they're not the same shape. They don't feel the same in your hand. You can play with them. It just doesn't feel the same yet. I don't think Adam Copeland has found his AEW version of himself yet.
I can agree with you on that, because also you got to look at the fact that he was injured for a hell of a long time as well. So he hasn't had the chance to learn the AEW system. Alex says it wasn't rated R enough. I
love the new shirts. When I finally start getting paychecks, if I ever start this job, that is on my bucket list, is to get a rated FTR shirt.
Yeah. But I'll say one thing though. I know Copeland's probably more cautious taking these as far as risk wise.
I don't know. Did you see that main event?
I know that spear through the
spear.
It wasn't really a spear, but
that's a loosely based name. Yeah,
we'll get there. One thing I do have to bring up, and it was mentioned in the wrestling chat, ABJ, that with this being the first show on Max, that they did really, really well in telling the stories of what's been happening so far. I think the commentary team.
Give me 1 second.
Sure. I think the commentary team went really well into going back over the stories and what's happened recently, and how this was, why these were important to go to. So, but we go to our first match of the night, which is Orange Cassidy versus Hangman, and as I said, we're getting the stories told here. This is a continuation from the World's End pay-per-view. What did you think of the match there, Stephen?
It was a good match, and of course, Heyman picked up the victory, and it's going to be interesting what's next for Orange. He's been on a little losing streak as of late.
Yeah. I'm wondering what they're going to do. I think Orange is going to get to the point where he snaps, and he's not going to be a heel, but he's going to be he'll end up that super baby face by the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thoughts. Like, he'll fight through all the adversity, and he'll move forward from that.
But he'll get back in the title picture, though. He will.
100%. Yeah. I don't think he wins the title, but he will get into the title picture again.
Yeah.
After the match, Hangman Hangman wins with the buckshot. After the match, Hangman attacks Orange Cassidy, and then Christopher Daniels comes out and Hangman attacks him.
Sorry, we had to do New Year's traditions that I didn't know we're starting a new tradition. So, new family in the house, new traditions, new cultures. Have you ever blown cinnamon into your house from the outside in? That's what I just did.
Never.
Blowjob of 2025.
Fucking hell.
I blew cinnamon like this into the house. That's supposed to be for good luck or something. Or
Alex was saying it wasn't rated R enough, and now you've taken it to that
ABJ's here tonight, baby. Let's go.
What did you think of the Hangman Cassidy match?
It was fine. Hangman is Hangman. I think he does what he does well. Was not expecting him to go clean over Orange, which was crazy, but it overall was a fine match.
Yeah.
Have you ever been blown away? I hope I heard it wrong. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
It was cinnamon. They put cinnamon in our hands and we blew it into the house.
Just
you know what's crazy? We've been eating pork and sauerkraut. I'm 38 years old. Every day, every year. I'm 38. It's supposed to bring you money. We've been the poorest family of all time for 38 years. I said let's skip the sauerkraut this year. I don't think it's working for us. I think we need something new for our household.
I had coleslaw for cabbage, so there you go.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a tradition of if you put 5 coins on a piece of tape, stick it above your front door, and then on New Year's Day, you either spend or give away those coins, and it will bring you good luck.
We have nothing in our country that I can buy with 4 coins.
Don't ask me.
Yeah. Maybe we have to cut it to like 7 coins or something. I don't know.
Alex says, quick question. Has anyone seen the trios titles? They seem to be missing. It's like they haven't been on the show, nor have they been defended and / faded away into relevance.
Well, it looks like tonight we got maybe new contenders for the trios tag team championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that. We got some good stuff out of it. But I think that the last time I saw the trios belts was Dynamite about 3 weeks ago.
Who has the trios titles? Is it? I thought it was the Death Riders, isn't it?
It is. Claudio, Pac, and Yuta have the belts.
Is Pac hurt again? He hasn't been on TV in a minute.
Well, he hasn't been on since the last episode of Rampage. So I don't know what's going on.
He was at World's End.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was at World's End. He joined in the brawl. Pac is one of these people who has problems with his work visa a lot of the time because he is a British citizen, much like Ospreay, and they have problems with the work visa. That's why Pac was gone for such a long time, because they had a problem with his work visa during the COVID lockdowns.
Probably why Penta joined WWE, because they probably had more money. They had more ways to get him in the country more. Because that was his biggest problem in AEW. Him and Phoenix were always getting held up.
Yeah. We move on to a backstage promo from Jay White saying he wants to be King Switch and he wants the belt. Thoughts?
Yeah, fine. I didn't buy it at first. I was like, "There's no shot he's winning this," but all right, we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
We then move to the second match of the night, which is the Acclaimed versus Hurt Syndicate. We saw something different here. We saw them obviously talking about the fact of Caster hitting Bowens with the title, but this time Bowens was the one that let Caster get the shit kicked out of him.
But listen, let's not just point the finger at Bowens here. Anthony Bowens was on the outside of the ring. Max Caster was getting his ass whooped. He tagged in to save the day, and Caster tagged himself right back in. So Bowens goes, "All right, you were doing just fine getting kicked before. Now enjoy your match. Go get killed."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave him what he asked for. He wanted to be in the match so bad, he gave it to him.
Yep.
So when do you think we're seeing the split of the
Very
Acclaimed?
soon. Very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either this weekend or next week?
I just hope they have plans. If you're breaking up a tag team just because you're breaking, usually a tag team breaks up for one of three reasons. One, they have plans for them as singles guys, or at least one of them. And the other one, we'll see what we can do. And then when your contract's up, you're probably leaving. Number two, they don't have plans, but they just don't have, they have too many tag teams, so they're breaking them up with no direction. Tends to happen sometimes. Or three, they really don't like each other and they want to get away from each other.
Yeah.
I don't know what three it is. I'm hoping it's one, that they have genuine plans for them and one of them is not getting fired. So the only thing I'll take back on that one, but we'll see what the future holds for that.
Yeah, generally with tag teams, it hurts because you have that one that always makes it. And a fine example, the Hardys, the Steiners.
I think both Hardys, though, did pretty well for themselves.
They did, but it took Matt a hell of a long time to get relevant and get as over as his brother.
They started out as enhanced talent.
It took him to be in TNA and create the broken character to get.
I still think Matt 2.0 had more legs than Jeff ever. Jeff had that one run with Undertaker and that world title, but really besides that, I think Matt has more memorable moments as a singles guy than Jeff does.
Yeah.
What do you think about in regards to the Steiners? Because originally it was that Rick Steiner was going to be the
Scott surpassed
biggest
Rick.
babyface.
Yeah,
and then Scott out fucking shone him completely as the ultimate heel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think the better member of the Acclaimed is, and why?
I've got to say Bowens.
Anthony Bowens.
I think it's Bowens.
So what is your reasoning for that? What makes Bowens stand out more than Max?
I think Bowens just has a
better wrestling background.
Alex comments amazing. That was a great. Can I click on that? Do I have the powers? Yeah. That's so good. Matt had more Matt facts. Where were the Jeff facts? I think for the style of AEW, I think Bowens is better as well. I think Bowens can be more your work rate guy. I think Caster is good, but I think Caster will shine more probably in the charisma department, and Bowens will shine more as a work rate guy. Like I think Bowens would be a good fit for like ROH.
I'm sorry, this comment right fucking here. The other one becomes a guy called Seven and a gag character who wins once every 20 matches.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. Oh. Okay. I think Bowens, you're right. Bowens has a better work ethic from what I've seen in regards to AEW style. Caster can get on the mic and be a great heel on the mic, but I think just Bowens works better. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We then move to Swerve backstage, who has an interview. Prince Nana doing his dance again. Do you want to plug anything there, ABJ?
I bought Prince Nana coffee, but I got the tea. It was very delicious. I like it very much.
It was the peach tea, wasn't it?
Peach Paradise. It's pretty affordable. It doesn't come in bags. It's bagless coffee, so you have to put it in your own little K-cup things, but it's very delicious.
So how many cups you put in there altogether?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't made a cup yet. Lily made them all for me, so whatever she put in was great.
Do you guys know anything about this? Would not be surprised if there's heat on Max because of the comments made about Shelton.
I don't know what he said about Shelton. I'm gonna be honest, because I think Max just kind of goes a little too hard on social media, and it doesn't help him at all.
Yeah.
See, Henry, if you can enlighten us a little bit, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually know what it was. Also, hello, Tony. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you here.
Is his photo a sloth making out with sloth?
It's a sloth making out with,
Sloth from the Goonies.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you guys.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, but that's amazing. I love that. I thought
Happy
like
New
I
Year.
took some medicine before the show started. I was like, there's no way there's a sloth making out with sloth. And I was like, no, that's 100% what it is. All right.
That's
Thanks
why
for
I
mind
think,
effing me a little bit there, Tony Hayes.
damn right it is. There you go. There you go, yeah, BJ. Good on you.
Cousin's
Good
very
eye.
talented. Tell your cousin to hit me up. I might need some art.
Um, so we go back to the ring and we have our third match of the night, which is Jamie Hayter versus the returning Julia Hart. What did you think?
I don't know what they're trying to do with Jamie Hayter, but I don't like it.
I don't either.
I think Jamie Hayter should be booked as a killer in this company, and her wearing the sexy version of the mom from the Brady Bunch doesn't do it for me. And I think it takes away a lot from her.
You're not wrong. Like, I don't like the look. I
The
really
hair
don't
almost
like
matches her gear.
Listen, I think the look's great, but
Yeah.
you can't drastically change her look, but then also hold up, I need to see that. But I also I don't know if he's talking about the sloth kissing sloth or if he's talking about the sexy cosplay of the Brady Bunch for the mom from the Brady Bunch. But I don't mind the look change, the gear, it all looks dope, but you can't bring her back and then just have her keep like she hasn't been relevant since coming back. Like it hasn't been like, oh cool, our big top star that was like at one point in time, like in London, it was like Hulk Hogan was gonna return, and then she didn't, and then I was like, oh, it's gonna be even bigger, and then she didn't, and then she just lost by the worst mist I've ever seen done in professional wrestling. Like I was like,
yeah.
I didn't even notice she got missed because nothing really came out. Like there was nothing on her face, and
Something
Julia
dripping.
had
Not
nothing
dripping.
on her either. Yeah, Jamie Hayter had
Yeah.
nothing on her either.
Yeah. Although we do have to give it that Julia still has the best women's entrance, bar none.
Yeah, Julia's doing
Yeah.
great. I'm very happy for Julia. I don't mind this, but it's just a match I wouldn't have booked because I don't think it benefits having Hayter come back and lose to a Jamie. I'm sorry, Jamie Hayter losing to a Julia Hart. I would have. You had enhancement talent on the show already. I would have thrown an enhancement talent out there for Julia to beat the crap out of. I don't know who this guy is, but I like him. He better subscribe to my channel too. I need that kind of gold over on our side.
That is gold, you Tony. The comments were made on Chris Van Vliet about AEW not needing Sheldon because of taking his spot. Okay, yes, but that was made
that though
because every single wrestler should be thinking the exact same way.
But you see what AEW has been doing recently? Hey guys, go do podcasts and start angles on podcasts.
Yeah.
Ricochet did it. Now he did it. And what happened tonight? He got beat down by Shelton. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
the thing is that is it is one of the best ways or the best things that a wrestler should in the company should be doing. They shouldn't want anyone else coming in to try and take their spot. That's the way they should be thinking. They should be thinking, no, we don't need them because this is our time.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to start a feud. It's a great way to build a feud. Like, and it's great for that sort of thing in my eyes. But I'm just one guy on the internet. So
yeah.
How dare you?
Hey guys, go to these fucking podcasts. Don't bring that shit near me because I'll fear for my life.
The heat coming.
Heat is on. We get a look back at the fucking Carl Fletcher, Will Ospreay. And I don't know if you guys noticed, they highlighted that it's 1-on-1. So we're gonna get a third.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 falls.
We are going to get a third match between them, and I hope that it will be fucking amazing. In fact, I know it will be amazing, and it will probably be here in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they announce it for Grand Slam Australia, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a cage match or last man standing, something like that.
Strap match.
No.
I figured
We're not
3
we
falls.
are
But I
not
don't
having
understand.
we are not having Will Ospreay saying he's got a papaya strap. Fucking
Listen here, bro. I'm gonna put you in a strap around your arm.
Australian boomerang on the strap on the
Yeah.
pole match.
a boomerang on a pole. This is not Vince Russo era.
A dingo ate my baby match.
This is not a.
Loser has to get more of a haircut. Oh,
I'm sorry.
you're good.
We then get a Omega promo video for his return to the company next week, because obviously he's in Japan. Fuck you, ABJ.
I just thought of a new sound for our Discord. Every time you're like, "Shut up," and all you hear is.
Oh, Loser has to tattoo Ricochet is a good promo. Superstar.
Loser gets a neck tattoo.
The Divas title tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a Omega promo video for his return to AEW next week, because obviously Omega is currently over in Japan because he's part of this week's Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty, which is on this weekend. In 2 days, 2 days' time, that is on. And you're working, aren't you, ABJ?
No, I don't start work till next week.
Oh, that's right, 2 weeks. Yeah, that's right. So you'll be able to stay up until like 4 a.m. and watch New Japan.
Something like that.
And die. We then get a video package for Okada, and then we have a pointless segment in the ring with Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, I didn't get that whole segment at all. It was terrible.
Me either.
Yeah. Made absolutely no fucking sense why they brought her out to the ring. I think it was just because contractually obligated to do so. And hyping up the fact that she's facing Mina on the weekend.
I think they're purposely keeping them away from each other on TV because Mina will get more of a reaction.
Yep.
I think Mina's already in Japan anyway, though, probably.
Well, this is the thing. Everyone that was on the show tonight that is working Japan is disappearing or is leaving straight from the show to go to Japan. Yeah, they're going straight from the show tonight to Japan.
Yeah.
They haven't been sent there already. Alex says her next segment should be a retirement tour. Can we not just have it as a retirement, not a tour?
Or just
did any of you guys watch it on HBO Max?
I did.
If so, did they do picture in picture or just show the whole match, no commercials?
Nope, they had commercials and no picture in picture.
No picture in picture.
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
I didn't remember seeing it.
PBS has picture in picture. That's in commercials, both about it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I get the picture in picture because of Australia. So,
Sure. Thank you.
we then go to the number one contenders spot match for the number one position in the AEW Casino Gauntlet match. What the fuck is the title of this thing? And yes, that's ABJ's real hair. I can tell you I pulled on it. I look more like Steven.
You look
Yeah,
you look like Kyle Gass too? Come on, Cage!
So we went to what was the
This show's off the rails. This is what happens when I come.
It really does.
I ruin it every time. Either your fan base loves when I'm here, or they're like, he's just not good for this show.
You know who will beat Sting? That's a bit late, Alex. Yes, just a tug. Just a tug.
I got more than my hair tugged. He's not just from the down under. He goes there too.
Come from the land down under.
Fucking hell. Oh, every time you are here, this show goes off the rails.
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet and eat Reese's cups here.
It is perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
So we had the number one contenders match for the number one position in the Casino Gauntlet match for the number one contendership for the AEW World Title at Maximum Carnage.
Why would you want the number one spot? I don't understand that.
Because if anything, it will be like when Ospreay was in the Gauntlet and he won the Gauntlet match and no other competitors could enter.
Yeah.
So it's not a thank you for showing up, Courtney. It's good to see you. What the fuck was that?
Telling spooky stories.
I see dead people. Sorry.
So the way AEW does their Gauntlet is that the match can end at any time, and whoever gets the first pinfall is the winner of the match and gets the title shot.
That's right. So you can want to be first, so you can try to end it quickly.
Yes, yeah.
But here's the thing:
it's
you gotta have one of those one time that one of those gauntlets has to just end right away. Like, could you imagine just and like, oh, because like I think most fans are like, all right, we expect you to have 15 people here.
Yeah. Well,
it'll get crapped on, but you just have to show that it can be done.
The last one, it was supposed to be 21 people, and Ospreay came in at like number 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And then it was done by like number 13. So yeah,
I'm going down next. I'm gonna change the game. 3, you're like, son of a bitch. I heard that the number 18 guy was supposed to be John Cena, but we never know because the match ended.
So you know what's funny about this? They saying TK has a gambling problem. TK is not the one who came up with the names. This was originated by Cody and the Bucks because of All In. So there was All In, and then they went and did Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So they went with the casino themes before, and Tony's just kept them ever since. We need a Jinder Corbin moment. Jay rolls them up and pins them immediately. Yep. And All Out, yeah. But we had Roderick Strong, Swerve Strickland, Jay White in a contenders match to become the number one position. Good match.
Mm-hmm.
Great segment with Ricochet attacking Swerve with the scissors. Loved how quick that Jay White was the one that hit the Blade Runner and won the match. And then I loved the fact that they got Ricochet continuing the attack on the match on Swerve after the match is over. What did you guys think?
You nailed it. I was into what they did as well.
Yep. Probably be a good. They'll be probably fought at Revolution. Probably.
It's definitely a way to build a different side of Ricochet, and having Ricochet leave Swerve bleeding was the right thing to do in my eyes.
Yeah, because Kingdom came for the save.
That was weird.
Yeah,
that was weird. The Undisputed Kingdom making the save.
I think because Roddy was already out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, number 17 was supposed to go to John Cena. 18 was Tony Khan, and he was going to win the match.
You can still
I don't
watch it on TBS, but
Yeah,
it's
TBS.
also on Max.
Yeah.
It's not only
Trevor.
on Max.
Yeah, his name is Trevor. We can't call him Ricochet anymore. I said this in your chat. In this decade, in this year, I never expected to say this, but please don't retire Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I agree. I love him.
I did not expect to say this.
I love him, but I do not want him to win the world title.
No. I don't want him to.
TNT would be a better chance, though, for him.
I don't think that he wins the world title. I like that they are pushing towards a story with him.
I want to start my own wrestling company, and it would work amazing on the independent scene because it would be such. It's actually more needed on the independent scene than anywhere else, but it's starting to look like it's needed on TV as well. I want to have an over 45 title, so I want like the world title, and then I want the senior world title. And then, like, when these legends come back and they want to like relive their glory, they can fight for the Senior Citizens Cup. You know what I mean? They can't have the world championship, but we could have like I'm 2 weeks away from death title.
Have it sponsored by AARP.
Yeah.
No, you can have it sponsored by like the what was the company that was.
And listen, I'll judge it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I know no one wants to win the old man title or whatever I would name it, but like the legend title. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, dude,
what was the company that CEO worked for?
The
like he was a the medical the CEO that got pew-pewed.
Oh yeah, United Health.
Yeah, you name it the United Health title.
Bio winged and slap a sticker that says 45 and up. I'm gonna listen. If I can get back into booking anytime I want, you don't mess with me. I'll make this a thing.
Age
I can't get up title.
Age discrimination there, ABJ.
That's what we'll call the title, the age discrimination title.
Yep. We then had
you guys laugh, but it would save a lot of problems in pro wrestling.
You're not wrong. Because you could put it on them and they could keep it for 6 months.
And they would love it. Oh my God. Could you imagine they made a Legends Championship, but the only people who could have it if they've been in the business. So like just stroke their ego. Like you've had to compete in X amount of matches. You've had to been someone who's been in the business this many years and accomplished this and this. And all these old legends would fucking, oh my God, I need to put that on the mantle. And then they wouldn't even bother about coming back and coming for the world title because this title would stroke their ego so hard. Like, oh my God, Austin, The Rock, Hogan. It'd be like the greatest Royal Rumble you've ever seen all over again.
Tony has just given you your first champion there, ABJ.
Oh, okay.
ABJ, Tony's given you your first champion.
There you go.
And then we have Hogan versus Flair.
I guess another tradition is we drink hot chocolate, but I'm drinking out of my new Christmas cup.
I am not going to say what I was going to say.
That's Black Santa.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I will get us booted.
Yeah, you can't do that.
We then went to Mariah May.
I won't approve.
We had Mariah May backstage saying that she's the queen of AEW and dominant champion, blah, blah, blah. What did you guys think of that?
I'm gonna be honest. I think a lot of the segment, like I watched tonight's show with someone who's not a AEW fan, and I think he was marking it up a little bit to say he just to prove that he didn't hate the product. But I didn't think tonight's show overall promo and stuff wise, I don't think it was their strongest show. Like I thought
it definitely wasn't.
It was very mediocre at best.
This felt like what Dynamite last week should have been.
This tonight felt like Monday Night Raw, and the WWE fan loved it. I'm just saying.
This felt like what Dynamite should have been last week in the go home to World's End, where it was promo heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's very promo heavy. And that's generally a standard for what they do with the go home shows. They're very promo heavy. No, ABJ does not have kids.
I'm dating a girl who has kids, and so
Yeah.
I can't. They're not mine to claim, but I don't know how the stipulations work yet, so I don't want to say anything wrong.
ABJ, Black Santa ate some of the cookies and left some greenery
Well,
for Tony.
I'll be back again. I have to do the dad duties. I don't even like that. I'm joking. I can't even. That's not. I'm just joking. Huh? We'll be back.
All right.
All good. Give it to a kid and have your oldest guy come out with Hulk Hogan's theme song and have him say, "That doesn't work for me, brother," and squashes their asses. Yes. Yes. The 45 plus title. The 45 plus title. That is perfect. Oh, there you go. We can provide him that when he gets back. He's going to be in trouble. Then we went to the Jeff Jarrett segment in ring. We went to the Jeff Jarrett segment in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hanging on his words. And I am glad he does not want to. He's not retiring yet.
Yeah.
But that makes him and Dustin the two oldest active roster members in that company.
Well, I think Billy Gunn's the oldest, but he's not wrestling very much.
Is Billy Gunn an active roster member?
I don't know. Yeah.
He was
By the
Trios
way,
champion at one point in time.
Yeah.
Trios champion, yeah.
By the way, ABJ, there you go.
No. Nope.
But I think that Jeff Jarrett announcing that he signed his last talent contract and he wants the world title was amazing. I think that I don't want him as the world champion, but I think it was brilliant to do so. And
I will say this: I feel if he does win the world champion and if he's involved in the storytelling, he'll at least make it make sense.
Yeah. And I think it also adds to the contenders because now you've got Switchblade, you've got Jeff Jarrett, you've got Swerve wanting to get back into the title picture, and coming out of you've got Ed Copeland wanting the title, and we've got challenges now. Like the big names are stepping up. Oh, this is Alex's idea for the Old Man Championship. Give it to a kid, then have your oldest guy come out with Hulk Hogan's theme song and say, "That doesn't work for me, brother," and then squashes it.
Just finger pokes them.
Fuck.
The finger poke.
Oh my lord, it would work. I also want to see the Miz versus Mark Briscoe for the US Championship at WrestleMania. Asshole Elite Miz versus a simple working man chicken farmer. That would go off. I think that would be insane.
I would play that off that the Miz is so like high class and comes from money that when Briscoe talks to him, he's like, "I have no. Are you even speaking English? Like, what are you even saying? Like he just can't
100%.
comprehend what Briscoe's saying. Like,
exactly what I
can I get subtitles with this guy? Like, what is he saying?
I think it would work brilliantly. It would work so well.
Miz is so good. Miz can make anything work. He's really good.
Yeah, he is.
We had our relative squash match of the night, which was Powerhouse Hobbs versus John Cruz and Rob Kilroy.
Lord, that clothesline, what a Hobbs did. Holy cow.
I thought he killed that guy.
John Cruz is having some stellar matches though. He got to work with Samoa Joe and became a meme.
Yeah, with
and now he's become a just completely destroyed by Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs' gear looks like he belongs a part of a team, doesn't he?
He does.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting what I was expecting with his return, and they kind of hinted to it, was a team of Mark Davis, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Will Ospreay together as a new version of United Empire.
Samoa Joe is filming.
No, Samoa Joe is not filming.
He's not.
It finished filming.
Oh,
He is
well
due
then-
to come back anytime now.
So he's gonna come back and beat Jericho for the ROH Championship.
I fucking hope so.
He'll probably be in that Battle Royal next week, probably.
Hopefully.
No, I think he'll show up on ROH.
Speaking of that, we get Big Bill and Keith Lee backstage, who confront FTR and Cope, as he's now known. For some reason, he's being known as Cope. I don't like the name change. I really don't. I can't cope with the name change.
Just call him AC.
You can't, because there's already an AC. And he
And-
goes, boom.
Yep.
So
You just gotta cope with it. Oh, it didn't-
Big Bill needs to go back.
I've been saying this from the beginning. This stable has been the drizzling shits, but I love Big Bill in it. I love him in it. I think Big
You're
Bill-
right. I can't
I
cope.
think Big Bill's doing his best work in this stable, and I think it's super entertaining. He's the only thing about that stable that makes me look forward to it.
We then get a promo from MJF after World's End, basically closing the chapter on the year-long feud between him and Adam Cole.
Hallelujah.
And MJF declares that he wants his Triple B back.
So he's pretty much going to put himself in the gauntlet.
Yep.
Yep.
Who do you think, now knowing that you've got Jay White, Jeff Jarrett, and MJF as three people in that casino gauntlet, who do you think is going to walk out with the title shot?
Probably MJF.
Adam Copeland.
You reckon Adam Copeland?
I think that's the quickest and fastest track to get him to the title.
I think Jay White.
They just had Jay White in a championship match and they didn't pull the trigger on it, so I don't think they're going to do it again.
Yep, but I think you put Jay White in there, give him a singles match here in Australia. Yes, he's from New Zealand, but you give him a singles match here in Australia, and then you save Copeland for Revolution,
Maybe.
because we know that Kenny Okada is all in Texas. We know that. We know that for a fact. So Kenny and Okada is out of the cards at Revolution. That's at All In Texas. And then you build to someone like MJF in Texas.
I got a name for you. What if it's Kyle Fletcher?
It's Sting! And then, oh my God, Sting comes down and fights Jeff Jarrett for the title. And they both
Starks
die because
won't be-
neither one of them will take a loss.
Starks would be a good addition. I don't think he would get over well, though.
No.
If only there was a
They could
modern
find-
day
if they could
Harry.
find a- If they could
Who-
find a way to make money off Starks right now, I would 100%. Like I said, they're all about playing into the internet bullshit. I would 100% bring him back and then just book him horribly, like on purpose for like 5 or 6 months, and then just make him a world champion out of nowhere. Like make him like and then all the fans go online and are like, we need justice for him. He's being misused. Send him to the WWE. Da 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 da. And then all of a sudden he sneaks out a big win and wins the world. And then he becomes the biggest martyr in AEW. And then WWE fans go, we got worked. I thought he was coming with us.
And he gets a roll up. He gets the roll up to secure.
That's what
the
I would
win.
do.
It's literally like they walk in They walk in. It's a throwaway match on Dynamite, or even on Collision. Actually,
Yeah.
a throwaway
Book
match
him on Collision for the next 3 weeks. Like, just really, really like lower his stock and value, and then find a way for him to win like a gauntlet battle royal or something.
Mhm.
He accidentally wins the gauntlet, then he wins the match via a roll up.
Yeah, I'm talking every match he's getting squashed. Hurt Syndicate are just chucking him around like a baby.
Powerhouse Hobbs is destroying him. Yep.
Yeah.
You get all the big meaty guys to beat the shit out of him. Then you get someone like Darby Allin to coffin drop him out of existence, and then he gets the win.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
And the internet would be like, "What? Wait a second! I thought I knew everything."
It would be great. It would be great.
The internet wrestling community needs to be humbled a little bit. I actually just said on the TikTok live the other night that got me in some trouble because I go on there and I just cause hell when it comes to the wrestling community over there. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right, guys, because you stalk their social media. You clearly know more than what's going to happen in the booking." I said, "You're an idiot." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "They're only, especially WWE side of things, they 100% only can show you what they're allowed to show you. And if you think you know more because you follow them on TikTok, you're dumb.
Yep.
You're a dumb mark, and you're going to get worked like a dumb mark."
So we get to the elephant in the room that you guys wanted to talk about, and that's the Death Riders versus rated FTR and bad camera angles.
Yeah. Not a lot, but just right when the key moments were happening is when the bad camera angles are happening. They're focusing in on Jay White at the top of the ramp, of Claudio just staring at him and not chasing him down, which looks silly to begin with. And then while this is happening, it's probably good it wasn't caught live because it was really sloppy. But Edge just does like a, "Hey, catch me," through a barricade.
That was not a spear, Stephen. That was a hey, catch me, and it did not look.
Oh shit! I just remembered I broke my leg doing something silly like this. I'm gonna back out of this jump midway through.
It was good for the fans in attendance because they didn't see it, but it was bad for anybody who was watching it at home.
Yeah, it didn't translate.
I like that we got Jay White hitting Yuta with the Blade Runner, because obviously this keeps Jay in the title contention sort of situation. I think obviously we are going to have Jay White feuding with Yuta before he gets to Moxley anytime soon.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Then Cope takes out Moxley through the barricade, obviously, and rated FTR win with the Shadow Machine and then a spear combo.
Yeah, they did their greatest hits and they sent the crowd home happy.
Yeah. All in all, what would you rate this show out of 5?
6. Oh, out of 5. Sorry, not out of 10. Out of 5, it's a 2.5 or a 3. It wasn't terrible, but it's not something I would go out of my way and go rewatch again. Like you can now on HBO Max, because some episodes of a former and past Dynamites and some pay-per-views are for free right now on HBO Max. Not everything yet, but there's some stuff on there.
Yes, you can check out the first year of AEW on HBO Max, streaming live right now.
And you can watch your first year on HBO Max, and you can hang out with these guys as they go back and rewatch older episodes and review them.
Oh, ABJ. Speaking of that, I'm going to bring that up because our next AEW 5-year review, is that the one? No, that is not the fucking one. Why is it not there? Give me a second. I've got to upload it. Our next AEW 5-year review. Where the fuck are you? There it is. Coming up this weekend. What are you doing? Take that off the fucking screen. I don't even know why.
Man, what that man? Jeez.
Yes. So our next one, 5-year review. It's the one and only time that AEW ever used the Bash at the Beach promo or name.
Off the fucking screen.
And they named it It was Bash at the Beach, and the only time they could ever actually use it, because the copyright was not owned by WWE, but
It's owned by the Rhodes estate.
Yeah.
and Cody had got the rights to it, but WWE kicked up a stink because it was too close to their WWE The Bash.
Yeah.
Even though they never used it.
But now they can if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would rate this a 2.6 for the show.
I rated a 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it
I
the
think
jank ratings. It's a 6.5 out of 5.
I think we had some good continuation of the story. I just don't like how it was all promo heavy.
Yeah, I don't mind the promos. I just think that the promos were more or less setting up the matches that are happening the night you're watching it. And I don't think that's something we're accustomed to when it comes to AEW. I think we're used to hearing, oh, well, they put it online all week. And usually it's like, well, I'll see you next week type deal. Or I'll see you on Collision. And it was more like, I'll see you later on tonight. And you're like, that's for me why it felt very WWE Monday Night Raw-ish. Because they were waiting for tonight to promote matches that were already going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they did the old school. I mean, like Saturday Night Main Event back in the day used to do it really well, like right in the beginning of the show, where it's like, welcome to Saturday Night Main Event. And it would cut to like backstage. It would be like one guy like, I'm going to fight you tonight. And then like another 15 seconds later, it was rapid fire promo setting up who's fighting who tonight. And then the show happened.
Like they did last week with Dynamite. That's what they did last week with Dynamite.
That I would keep to that format. I loved when they did that on Collision, when Collision was first starting with
the mini promos. The
mini promo in the start of the show set the tone, super 80s, and then we went on with the show. It was so good. Yeah. We don't need 3 6-minute promos about with Jay White, Swerve Strickland, and Roderick Strong about who's going into the Casino Battle Royal next week. And realistically, if you're going to give us those promos, then one of those guys better win the whole goddamn thing. Because if you literally took time off TV that you could have been putting into other things to just promote a match that really didn't matter because none of the guys in it are going to win, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like there's no point of putting that on wax, as you would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think that we're going to get more viewers from Max streaming service? Do you think they secured some more people?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Probably not, realistically, because they didn't really make it like a big deal on any other platforms either. Like it wasn't like on if you go to HBO Max right now, like an hour before the show, you have to physically go into the sports section to even see AEW is a thing. It's like the whole front page is still like, here's this movie, here's that movie. But like if something's happening that day for WWE on Peacock, the number one thing on that page is, hey, this pay-per-view's tonight, come check it out.
Yeah.
So I really don't think HBO Max tonight did a good job pushing the audience to see it on their app, because I had to go through two or three other screens to even find it.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Sorry, Raz. Is the Grand Slam Australia the first pay-per-view 2025, or is it going to be on?
It is the first pay-per-view 2025. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I say that because it is an event outside of your country that is going to be streamed live, but which, by the way, enjoy that because you guys are going to have to be up very, very late for that.
I'll watch it later. Who cares?
But that card better be pretty good because their first Max pay-per-view right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they want a bunch of subscribers.
Like Revolution is obviously the bigger one because it's Revolution. But yeah, we'll see how they go from that. ABJ, do you want to fish?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
He's referring to Bobby Fish.
I thought you said
Bobby Fish as a human. I liked. I don't mind Bobby Fish.
I thought he sent him to you, Stephen.
No.
I've already worked with Bobby Fish. I have photos of me and Bobby Fish. I have no issues or beef with Bobby.
Well, other than that, that's it for Dynamite. Yeah. Thoughts, feelings?
Listen, I think it was a fine show. It didn't blow my socks off. It was mediocre, but it wasn't the worst. A WWE fan loved it, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I think they were experimenting with new camera angles as well tonight. I don't know if you noticed that. In the first couple of matches, they were actually, rather than just sitting to one spot for the whole match, they had it looking from the side of the crowd and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and
they're trying to make it more cinematic looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the new camera angle thing is what is going to work for them. The smaller venues is definitely working. Being a smaller venue worked really, really well. I think it was great. Tony says Bobby Fish will probably be back in AEW.
No, he burned a lot of bridges. He ain't going back there.
Nope.
He burnt his bridge when he tried to take everyone back to WWE.
Now too much.
TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he ended up back in TNA because he couldn't get back to WWE.
And now he's in MLW.
Leo Rush was a different story. Leo Rush was what he heard from a friend of his of what ABJ, the color of what ABJ is drinking. And
Leo Rush just had mental health problems and he needed to take care of them. Bobby Fish actively tried to get people to like, hey, if you get me a job back in your company, I can bring such and such guys out of this company to come. And he like almost contract tampered.
Yeah, contract tampering. Yeah, and it's problem is it's very, very hard to prove.
Yeah,
it's very, very hard to prove. But Bobby Fish is the scapegoat for that, and kind of his own fault, which is why he ended up back in TNA and MLW. So,
yeah.
ABJ, you got any things coming up?
There's a brand new episode of our 2025 tornado tag predictions that just dropped today because I forgot to do it yesterday. I'm recording. Yeah, it's out now. You go check it out. We have a whole bunch of interviews that I'm recording to all of the next week. So I have some stuff to build up a little bit of a backlog. Then we'll be live on Tuesday with the history. Actually, maybe not Tuesday. We might have to move that day too. But we'll be doing the history of Macho Man Randy Savage. And then I've been doing a lot of game streams. So if you want to follow me over on Twitch or over on YouTube, just search Anthony Blackwell Jr. or ABJ, and you'll find me. And I've been gaming a lot. I don't get a lot of viewers, so come help me out, especially on the Twitch side.
Yes, MLW is still around.
They're on YouTube now. They got their full shows are on YouTube.
There you go. If you have access to Plex TV, you can watch TNA. Old TNA on Plex. They actually have a channel on there. And you can also get access to some of the old ROH content as well. Because there's a channel that streams ROH content as well.
Is this my first medicine? No, definitely not.
Hell no.
As the ball was dropping, I was
as the ball was dropping, ABJ dropped a ball.
No, I did not, unfortunately.
Other than that, we will be back. Well, Stephen and I will be back this coming weekend or Friday night / Saturday if you're in Australia and the UK for Bash at the Beach 5-year review. Make sure you come and check it out. It will be from 9:30 p.m. Central Time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Australian time. God damn it.
I didn't know what that was. I wanted to read it.
2:30 p.m. Australian and 3:30 in the morning if you're in the UK. So, other than that, I've been Raz. That's been Stephen. And that guy is the one who causes all the problems every time we're here. But we love him nonetheless.
Yeah.
The mighty. PBJ.
Your mom
Thank you,
loves me.
guys.
Bye.